Hello, everyone. My name is Kristen De La Garza, and I am the owner and founder of Kristen Elizabeth Coaching LLC. I have been a physique trainer and performance nutrition coach for about 10 years now, and I am also a physique competitor training for the WBFF Diva Fitness category. So here we have nutrition basics. This is for someone who is really trying to gain a better understanding of nutrition, who may or may not have any true education around nutrition in the past. So here we go. Here is what you are going to learn today. Benefits of proper nutrition. That's important. Why are we even doing this? Important aspects of nutrition labels to help you while grocery shopping. What are heavily processed foods and why should we avoid them? What does a day of healthy eating even look like? Grocery shopping tips, how to be social while eating healthy, intro into flexible dieting, which is also known as tracking your macros, and then a bonus of healthy food lists to help you create grocery lists. All right. We are going to go into a healthy eating fake or fact. So I'm going to give you a little bit of time to respond before I give you the answer. Number one, proper nutrition prevents and often cures many diseases. Fake or fact? Fact. Absolutely fact. Proper nutrition helps us and our body function optimally. It strengthens our immune system. It strengthens our responses to stress in our environment. Number two, fake or fact, it is best to eliminate dairy and sometimes other food groups. This is not talking medically. This is talking for general population, not those with medical conditions. False or fake. No, we should not be restricting or eliminating food groups when we really don't need to, especially if it's for fat loss. It's completely unnecessary. Number three, if you are not overweight, you are healthy. Fake or fact? Fake. Absolutely fake. There is such thing as skinny fat. And even if your metabolism is extraordinarily efficient, you should still be eating healthy to be healthy versus eating junk food simply because your body can metabolize it and not pack on the fat. Number four, I don't have to worry about my nutrition because I am young. Fake. We should be focusing on nutrition from the day we are born. Our parents should be focusing on nutrition, and we should be focusing on nutrition for our children from the day they are born, because that really sets up their entire pathway of life and their relationship with food from the very beginning. Number five, proper nutrition is naturally anti-aging, ladies. Fake or fact? Fact. If we are putting on the lotions and the creams and doing the things and have not dialed in our nutrition, the lotions and the creams are hardly working. By eating healthy and having a well-balanced diet, our skin will remain resilient. Our body will remain sexy. Everything is tighter when we have proper nutrition. So if you really want anti-aging, eat well and exercise. It's so simple, but it's often overlooked. Number six, proper nutrition will increase my energy. Fake or fact? Fact, 110%. And garbage food will actually pull from your energy, leaving you feeling lethargic. So when you're eating well, you're naturally energized, you have a pep in your step, you feel so good mentally and physically. Number seven, I'm struggling to lose weight. It's most likely my genetics. Fake or fact? You guys, this is fake. Fake. No matter if your doctor has told you so, no matter who has told you so, it is so much so your lifestyle. If your entire family is overweight, that does not mean you have to be overweight. It simply means the lifestyle you were brought up with was subpar, unfortunately. Your genetics play a small role, whereas your consistency day after day after day can completely eliminate or at least remove most of genetics. You can conquer any genetics that you are born with simply by your daily habits. Number 7, number 8, the more I eat, the less flavor my food will have. The less I eat, the more flavor my food will have. Fake or fact? Interesting. This is a fact. Typically, restaurants, marketing agencies, that type of industry will add sugar, fat, and salt to foods, A, as preservatives, but B, to make you addicted and leaving you wanting more and more and more. Therefore, our taste buds are so overstimulated that it makes healthy food or foods with less sugar, fat, and salt taste bland, but they're really not bland. You've simply adapted your taste buds to crave excess sugar, fat, and salt, which is not a good thing. So when you eat less processed foods and when you eat more healthier options, more wholesome foods, your foods will have so much more delicious natural flavor versus just sugar, fat, and salt. All right. Here are the answers to that. If you would like a copy of these slides, just send me an email and let me know. I'll give you my email at the end of this slide deck. I love this from Thomas Edison. The doctor of the future will no longer treat the human frame with drugs, but rather will cure and prevent disease with nutrition. We are still in a day and age where doctors often treat things with drugs when we can literally treat them with nutrition. I've actually had several clients get off depression medication because of their nutrition. Yes, they're exercising too, and that plays a role, but a lot of it is their nutrition. If you're struggling in an area, a sickness, a disease, or whatever, so even mental, so much can be treated with nutrition. It's amazing. The benefits of proper nutrition. Why do we even do this? I laid out 5. There are more, but I laid out 5. Body recomp. Okay. Lose weight, gain muscle, which you have to put the muscles under tension or under weightlifting to gain muscle, but you can still lose weight, tone up, lean up, and shape your body just with nutrition. It's beautiful. It's an amazing thing. And you feel so much better. Increase your energy levels. By fueling your body correctly, brain fog is eliminated. Your energy and zest and sex drive increases. You feel better than ever. And you're normal, even if you're like, oh, I feel okay, it's fine. No. Your normal should be, life is great. Honestly, we should be so happy and so energized and just ready for the day, ready to move, ready to do all these things. And we can accomplish that through our nutrition. Truly, it's amazing. Enhance performance. So if you're an athlete or just training as a lifestyle, mainly weightlifting, I'm speaking to, you'll have more energy in the gym. You'll hit your PRs. You'll just feel so good and so confident walking in because you've been fueling your body with what it needs. Body confidence. Love what you see in the mirror. Be bold, right? Be straightforward in life because you have that confidence backbone. Thrive in work, get more promotion, thrive in your intimate relationships and in every single thing that you do, simply because you feel so good about yourself. You're not worried about rejection or whatever it is that people fear because you have that confidence. You feel good mentally and physically. You're unstoppable. There's no better feeling. It's amazing. And it impacts every aspect of your life. Hormone regulation, this one is huge. There's so many yo-yo diets out there that say, don't eat carbohydrate, or don't eat fat, or don't eat this, don't eat that. No, our hormones, our brains, our reproductive health, our digestive system, everything, it needs protein, carb, and fat, all three. It needs all three, especially if you are a weightlifter. You need carbohydrate to function optimally and to be the healthiest and the happiest mentally and physically. All right, important aspects of nutrition labels. So when you are going to the grocery store, here are some things to look at. Serving size. It is such a common mistake. People, let's just use bag of chips, for example. They'll pop the bag of chips and be like, oh my gosh, 150 calories. This is phenomenal. Maybe 20-ish grams of carbohydrate. This is great. But really the serving size is 4. So they eat the entire bag of chips thinking it's 150 calories when really it's 600. So definitely make sure you're looking at the serving size. Number 2, ingredients. This one's huge. The first 34 ingredients are most important. Natural, whole foods, foods you can pronounce are most important. Hydrogenated oils, syrups, artificial foods, and coloring are best to be avoided. If the first ingredient is cane syrup or canola oil or something like that, it is a very low quality food. 3, fiber. Okay. A complex carbohydrate simply means the carb to fiber ratio is 5-1. I like to go 4-1, but 5-1 is the USDA approved complex carbohydrate. Meaning, if you have 25 grams of carbohydrate, at least 5 grams need to be fiber. Okay, that makes a complex carb. Complex carbs are slower digested, giving you more sustained energy. But your muscles cannot use fiber to grow. That being said, post lift, you actually want simple carbohydrate like fruit, rice. Honestly, and I'm a flexible dieter, so I would say if you wanted a treat like a Snickers or cereal or something of lower nutritional value, eat it post lift because that food will go directly to your muscles versus packing on a layer of fat. Okay, but high fiber is essential for our diet because it indicates a well-balanced diet. Green vegetables have a lot of fiber in them, and we need those for health. So my clients, I give them, depending on their carbohydrate, I give them a 20 to 25 gram fiber daily goal to ensure we have a well-balanced diet. Number 4, sugar. Sugar is naturally occurring and okay, but we want to stay away from a lot of added sugar. So now America is moving towards you have to indicate when you add sugar, which is great. It gives us a greater level of awareness. So just be mindful, what's artificial sugar, what's added sugar, and what's natural sugar. Fruit has quite a bit of sugar in it, and it's okay. It's natural sugar. Just be mindful and smart about when you're eating it. Okay, so post lift or around the most active part of your day is when you should be eating the simple carb, AKA higher in sugar. Check on learning. All right. True or false? And again, I'm going to give you a bit of time. True or false? You should eliminate all sugar and salt from your diet. I'm sorry if you can hear that child upstairs screaming. The answer is false. Salt is actually an essential mineral for our bodies. We really need it. And eliminating sugar would be ridiculous because then there's so many foods that we wouldn't be able to eat. We wouldn't be able to eat fruit, right? And we need these things. These things are good for our bodies as long as we have them in moderation. Okay. Number 2, what are the major components to look for on a nutrition label? And they don't have to be in order. Number 1 is going to be the serving size, right? So important. So important. Number 2, Ingredients, also very, very important. 3 is fiber content. And 4 is the sugar content. Number 4, true or false, you can recomp your physique with nutrition only. Recomping your physique, as a reminder, would be losing fat, right? Eliminating body fat, looking better, looking stronger, all that. So a body recomposition is looking more shredded. You can do that with nutrition only. True or false? True. You should be exercising. However, you can absolutely recomp your body nutrition only, which is amazing. Number 5, true or false, healthy eating is enjoyable and should not feel restrictive. True. Healthy eating is enjoyable and should not feel restrictive. We should not have to eliminate food groups. We should enjoy what we are eating. Find foods that we enjoy. Now, our taste buds may have to slowly adapt, which is fine, but healthy eating is enjoyable and should not ever feel like a chore. Okay. What are heavily processed foods and why should we avoid them? Keep having to move my guy here. Heavily or ultra heavily processed foods have really unhealthy ingredients added to make them look and taste better. Like I said before, sugar, fat, and salt. Other things are artificial colorings, flavorings, preservatives. These are typically the most convenient and the most unhealthy. Okay, so like 90-second rice in the microwave is very heavily processed. It would be wiser to choose a rice that you have to cook in a rice maker or on the stove. Same with oats. Instant oats are heavily, heavily processed. Donuts, all those kind of things. Some examples include pastry, sugary drinks, frozen pizzas, and other entrees, salty snacks like chips, and most breakfast cereals, sadly. They are often very calorically dense, so they're super high in calories, but you're still hungry after you eat it. And you're just craving more sugar, fat, and salt. So it's really like a deep, dark downward spiral from eating these foods. They cause excessive fat gain and causes brain fog, reducing productivity, overall quality of life. They make you want to nap. You're crashing. It's just awful. They do stimulate the happy chemicals in your brain, but it's like for 5 minutes, and then you just are left feeling lethargic, heavy, unmotivated, and probably pretty guilty. Now, I am not saying don't ever have these foods. It's okay to have a donut. It's okay to have balance. Just make sure, it's every once in a while. That's all. Okay. What does a day of healthy eating even look like? So I want you to notice a trend here. Okay. So we have here a lean protein, a healthy fat, a green veggie, and a complex carb. And Dave's Killer Bread is actually a complex carb. A lean protein, a carb, and a carb. That's fine, simple carb. No issues whatsoever. So ideally, maybe you would lift right here. A lean protein, a green veggie, and a complex carb. A lean protein, a carb, and a healthy fat. A lean protein, a veg, and a complex carb. A lean protein, and a healthy fat. So if we just choose a lean protein, a complex carb, and a green veg, phenomenal meal. Or a lean protein, a healthy fat, a green veg, phenomenal meal. Okay. Aim for about 4 cups of green vegetables daily. And then typically about 8 to 10 grams of fat per meal, depending where you're at. And I understand that's too complex for some people, no issues whatsoever. If that doesn't make sense to you, ignore it and we shall move on. Okay. How to be social while eating healthy. Restaurants, this is huge. Look up the menu before you go. Decide what you want to eat before you go. This will allow you to make a logical decision rather than having the emotion and the hunger make the decision. Additionally, ask them to cook without added oil. I do this all the time and I've never had an issue. I just say, hey, How is that cooked? Can you please not cook it with oil? Either just steam it or grill it. They always do, and there's no change in flavor hardly because they are so good at what they do. Get-togethers. Bring your own side dishes. Bring a piece of lean meat to grill. Just bring something for everyone, but you know what's in it because you made it. So you don't have all the excess oil and all the hidden calories that many dishes have. Traveling. Bring as much food with you as possible. Bring protein powder, bring beef jerky, bring those types of snacks that are high in protein. Carb and fat are really easy to buy, whereas lean protein is not. So have those on hand. A few tips too is go to Subway. You can order a big old veggie salad and throw some rotisserie chicken on there from Subway. It's delicious. Even do double chicken. You can also go to Subway and do an egg white omelet with lots of veggies. You can even add chicken to it. Subway actually has quite a few hacks you can do. Here are some fabulous grocery shopping tips. The first thing, and I know it's at the end, but first tip, do not go grocery shopping hungry. Eat your biggest meal and then go. It's going to eliminate you or prevent you from, buying the excess foods. Ooh, this sounds good. Oh, this sounds good. This sounds good. It will eliminate that behavior for the most part, but you also have to remain disciplined to not allow yourself to do that. Okay. So plan a week of meals before you go to the store so you know exactly what you're buying, you know your intent, you have a purpose to go there. Have your list, don't buy additional items, no matter how hard. Shop the perimeter. Most processed foods are in the center aisles. You can do almost all of your shopping on the outside. Buy frozen veggies. It's so much easier to have on hand. It's really easy to cook. They taste great. And oftentimes they have more nutrition because the fresh vegetable isn't just sitting there for days, losing its nutrition. Read the nutrition label and compare brands. Like not all peanut butters are created equally. If you're buying a nut butter, like peanut butter, the only ingredient should be peanuts. Okay. If it has added sugar and added oil, it's a trash brand and you really shouldn't buy it. Okay. There's no purpose to that. Okay. Find low calorie alternatives for some of your favorite foods, like almond milk in place of half and half. It will save you quite a few calories and is still absolutely delicious. All right, what is flexible dieting? Flexible dieting is the easiest way to have balance to your diet while still remaining on track with your goals. Flexible dieting is amazing. It is sustainable for absolute life. It is another term for tracking macros. You might hear that often. And just a reminder, macros or macronutrients are protein, carb, fat, and alcohol. Alcohol is a macronutrient, but there's no nutritional value. Okay. Tracking your macros is great too because you're not subject to solely a meal plan. You can eat what you feel like that day as long as you're within your limits. So if you have 140 grams of protein, sky's the limit. Have chicken, have egg whites, have turkey, have beef, have salmon, have cottage cheese, have whatever you want, as long as you're staying within that bracket of macros, of calories, okay? How do you track your macros? I personally use MyFitnessPal. I love MyFitnessPal. I do use the pro version because it's macro focused. And I don't want to go too much in the weeds. I do have a macro or flexible dieting course as well. So this is just the beginner course and the macro course is next. So if you're interested in learning more about macros, just let me know and I'll get that over to you. All right, so here is a bonus that I wanted to give you all. These are really lean proteins. This is fabulous. The next few slides, basically you can pull a few from each category and you'll have a beautiful, clean shopping list. Then you would just have to make sure that your portion sizes are under control, okay? So feel free to screenshot this. Feel free to send me an email and I'll give you these slides. Here are some delicious, healthy fats that I personally really, really enjoy. I'm getting a little hungry right now. Again, feel free to screenshot. Here's some great sources of carbohydrate. So I put carrots in here. I understand that's technically a vegetable, but I like to count green items as a vegetable, simply because non-green items are just higher in carbohydrate. And so if it's not green, I'll count it as my carbohydrate source for the meal, and then I'll still add a green vegetable in there. Here are some delicious fruits and veggies. Again, this is just to give you an idea of, okay, what can I go out and shop? What what do I buy? I don't even know. This is a list to help you know exactly what you can buy. And it's, again, it's not all inclusive. You can still get a lot more. Okay. Here are some great low calorie and diet foods. When you're in a deficit, these help quite a bit to keep you on track and to keep you just feeling sane and like you can still enjoy a lot of foods without having them high calorie. 0 calorie butter spray and Walden Farm 0 calorie syrup are delicious, not nutritious, right? But it's a diet food. Okay. Hot sauce, liquid aminos is soy sauce. It tastes exactly like soy sauce. It's delicious. Dry seasonings, I tell all my clients they can use unlimited. Fat-free chocolate fudge pudding is so good and really low calorie. Almond and coconut milk, mustard, salsa in moderation, bubbly water, etc. Okay. I'm in the military, which is why I have this photo here. But if you have any questions, if you want to chat, if you are ready to see weekly results, if you are ready to learn about macros, if you are ready to get your diet under control, your fitness under control, and achieve your dream physique, your dream body, send me an email here, contact@KristenElizabethCoaching.com, KRISTEN. You can also go to my website, KristenElizabethCoaching.com, and reach out to me in the contact menu there. I'm happy to chat with you, answer any questions, and just help you create an action plan for your goals. Okay. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have an absolutely lovely day, and I will talk to you all later. Blessings.